talking to me like a low man voice, I can hear that real well. And somebody was looking at me and said, "You serious?" No, not serious. To a degree. Anyway, one of my problems with oftentimes, part of my problem is, I can't get all the conversation. I could have 5 people at a table. And I could sit at that table and not really know what the conversation is about, because it's hard for me to read 5 lips at one time. I like to read lips. That helps. It's hard for me to follow 5 lips. I'm just kind of like all over the place. And so for me, every conversation is like a puzzle. I get that word, and I get that word, and I get that word, and I kind of put it together, and hopefully I get the same idea that the person is talking about. Hope we're on the same level, and most of the time, I do pretty good. Every now and then, I might say something, like the guy last night, I was at Wendy's, I got me a coffee, last night, and the guy, gave it to me and said something about, I thought you could have a good night. But what he said was, sorry you had to wait so long. I didn't hear that. So I thought you said have a good night. I said, hey, you too, bud. My wife next to me said, what are you talking about? I said, you said have a good night. I said, you do. He said, no. He said, sorry you had to wait. Well, you see, every now and then I'm not on the same wavelength with people. When I was in college, I worked in a nursing home ministry. I did a nursing home. We'd go there and love the nursing home ministry. I would go there and just love on the ladies and the men and just try to talk to them and be there for them. And some of these people, no one would visit. We would be the only person that would come and visit people in the nursing home. And so we'd go and give a little devotion and give them some music and then I would go around and talk to everybody and I knew most of them by name if I heard it right the first time. But I'm telling you, it's hard for me to hear in a nursing home. And it's one of those where I might get 1 out of 10 words, in my conversations. Now, some I can do very well, some, oh my goodness, And usually I try to have a hearing buddy, with me when I go in a nursing home. But there was one time I didn't have my hearing buddy. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was trying to read his body language. Now, a lot of times, if I could just pick up on the body language, that is, he's, got a little bounce in his talk, and, things happen. And I may not get what he's saying. I might cut the word here and there. I just say, praise the Lord. And I'm thinking, God, I want to be real with this person. That's the best I can do. Praise the Lord. And if the conversation, you can tell in the body language that it's like, it's not good, I say, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll pray for you. And I would pray for you. God, it was unspoken. Spoken to me, but I didn't hear it. It was unheard. And please pray for that person, whatever the request is, or whatever that person needs for. And so I had a conversation. And there was a man who was just giving me a great conversation. I thought. And there was a couple of key words I missed. And one of those was the word enema. So I'm saying, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. And I kept mentioning the word enema. You see, I got issues, okay? Satan oftentimes get in my head and says, Scott, you're a messed up. You can't hear anybody. You can't speak right. You talk like a British person. Just quit doing what you're doing. Just stop. The people will just make fun of you. Just stop. And there's been times in my life where I feel like just quit. There's often times where Satan gets into my head and says, man, you don't need to be doing this. And there are times in my life where I can coil back and say, I can't do this no more. Every now and then I have someone that will give me a tape of my message of the sermon. I say, thank you very much. And I might work out again and I'll throw it away. I don't want to hear myself. I'm so insecure. And Satan runs into my head all the trip myself up, to be ashamed with you. If I stop you from becoming the unstoppable force, to take on what God wants you to do, anything can't stop you. Sometimes there's insecurity. There's another thing that you often use. It's pride. That's the second word I want to get, pride. Oftentimes, Satan will get in your head. And he might say something like, man, you're too good for that. Hey, you don't need to do that ministry. You don't need to do that outreach. You're better than that. Leave that to the teenagers. That's something for the teenagers. You don't need to be doing that. You're much older. You're much more. That's not for you. And oftentimes, pride will get in the way from doing what God wants us to do. Without our pride, we say, you know what, I should pass it on to somebody else, And oftentimes, we're trying to come up with an excuse to make up for it. And sometimes, you're looking for an excuse to get out of it. Hey, there's an activity coming up, or there's a ministry opportunity for you to go out on Saturday afternoon, and you don't have anything going on Saturday afternoon. And you know what you find yourself doing sometimes? Trying to make arrangements so that you don't have to go or feel guilty to go to that outreach or to be involved in that ministry opportunity. Then our pride and sink in, and Satan wants you to say, hey man, you don't need to be doing that. That's not for you. I love 1 Corinthians chapter 1. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. It says, God chose the foolish things of the world to change the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to change the strong. He chose the lowly things of this world and the despised things and the things that are not to nullify the things that are, so that no one may boast before him. See, God is looking for people that are humble, that are broken. See, God wants to use you. And what's good is God is not looking for the best. He's looking for those who are just willing, the weak, the foolish. He's looking for us to come down and say, you know what, I want to be used by God. And when we have pride in our way, when we have pride in the way, God can't use you. When we start thinking, you know what, this is for somebody else, God can't use you. God wants to use those that say, God, whatever I do, whatever for you. I don't care if I get dirty. I don't care what it is. I do whatever for you. I know the church in California. They have several services. They have about 4 or 5 services on Sunday morning. And so one of the ministry opportunities that they put out there was that they needed some people to help clean the bathroom before the service, to get it ready for the next crowd. And I remember the pastor saying, you know what the coolest thing is? We have people that make 6 figures a year. And not in the low end, but in the high end, he said. And they work and they clean the bathrooms between services. That's their ministry. And they loved it. It sounds nasty, it sounds gross, but let me ask you something. If God called you to clean toilets, what would your response be? You say, okay, I'll do whatever. Well, no. That's someone, someone else, that's above my pay level. Pride. We allow pride stand in the way. We allow pride stand in the way. Let me tell you,